Hello, interwebkaiju here. This is the King Kong Joke Book by Jim Simon. What did King Kong's girlfriend write on her Facebook page after spending the night with King Kong? Dear Facebook friends, I have a problem. What was King Kong doing on the Planet of the Apes? Trying to figure out how to get out of there. How can you keep King Kong's love? By not returning it. Why did King Kong climb to the top of the Empire State Building? He had to catch a plane and couldn't get to the airport on time. How can you tell King Kong is in bed with you? You can smell the bananas on his breath. A man walking down a jungle path sees King Kong holding a skullcrawler on an iron leash. The man tops and says to Kong, "Does your skullcrawler bite?" Kong replies, "My skullcrawler doesn't." The man passes the skullcrawler and has his hand bitten. "I thought you said your skullcrawler doesn't bite," says the injured man. "My skullcrawler doesn't bite," says Kong. "Look at my bloody arm," the man yells. "I don't know whose skullcrawlers this one belongs to," replies Kong. "But my skullcrawler doesn't bite." How can you tell when King Kong is getting ready to charge? When he takes out his credit card. What do you call the stuff between King Kong's toes? Slow people. Why doesn't King Kong eat clowns? Because they taste funny. How did King Kong make the natives restless? He put prune juice in their drinking water. King Kong, "Hey Godzilla, why are you wearing gym shorts?" Godzilla, "It's my exercise day." King Kong, "You're going to lift weights at the gym?" Godzilla, "Don't be nuts, I'm going to knock down buildings in Tokyo." Godzilla, "Hey King Kong, why are you wearing gym sneakers?" King Kong, "It's my exercise day." Godzilla, "You're going to play basketball at the gym?" King Kong, "Don't be nuts, I'm going to climb up tall buildings in New York City." What kind of suit does King Kong wear? A hirsute? What did Godzilla have at the all-you-can-eat restaurant? The waiters. What was in King Kong's sandbox? His pet camel. Why did King Kong air condition his hotel room? Because he couldn't open the window. King Kong walks into a store and asks the clerk, "Do you have any bananas?" "No," the clerk says. The same thing happens the next day. On the third day, the clerk replies, "No, and if you come in asking for bananas again, I will nail your hairy paws to the floor." On the next day, King Kong walks in and asks, "Got any nails?" "No," says the clerk. "Got any bananas?" What could ruin King Kong's love life? The fear of height. Why did King Kong want a girl with an hourglass figure? Because he wanted a girl who could show him a good time. What happens when King Kong sits in front of you at the movie theater? You miss most of the movie. If King Kong got married and had a baby boy, what would you call the baby? Son of King Kong. Why did King Kong call his friend Mighty Joe Young? Because Joe Young never used deodorant. What does King Kong hit when he goes to the bar? He hits the bottle. Where does King Kong go when he's sleepy? He goes to bed. If King Kong lived in a glass house, what would never open? The curtains. What is King Kong in New York City? An urban gorilla. A man walks into a bar with a T-Rex. "Give me a beer and give my friend a bucket of fish and chips," the man says. The bartender serves the beer and gives the T-Rex a bucket of fish and chips. As the T-Rex devours the fish and chips, the bartender says, "Why is the T-Rex not as big as the T-Rex in the museum?" The man says, "This T-Rex was created by scientists for the Jurassic Park movie, and even though he's not the size of a real prehistoric T-Rex, he's still big enough that he barely fits into the bar, and he's meaner and tougher than any creature alive. The man has a few drinks and asks the bartender if he wants to buy the T-Rex. What do I need a T-Rex for? Watch this, the man says. You see that loudmouth bothering your customers at the end of the bar? T-Rex, attack. The T-Rex goes over to the loudmouth, smashes the daylights out of the guy, and throws him out of the door. Good T-Rex, the man says. Now go sit down and eat your fish and chips. The T-Rex goes and sits in a corner. The bartender asks, you mind if I give that a try? The man says, no problem. Go ahead. The bartender sees a big, tough drunk at the other end of the bar making trouble, so he looks over and says, T-Rex, attack. T-Rex goes over and smashes the daylights out of the guy and throws him out the door. Well, the bartender buys the T-Rex, and for months nobody makes the slightest bit of trouble. Then one day King Kong comes, bustling through the door, making all sorts of noise and mayhem. The bartender says, T-Rex, attack. T-Rex goes over and, using its strong thighs, powerful tail, and its massive thick skull, starts pounding on King Kong. King Kong is punching back, and they're going at it blow by blow, wrecking the bar and each other. King Kong suddenly lands a tremendous series of punches, knocking T-Rex's serrated teeth out of his mouth. They both go rolling out in the street. T-Rex claws and gorilla hair are getting torn off, and dust is flying everywhere. The whole ground is shaking like an earthquake. Finally, King Kong comes strutting back into the bar, beating his fists against his chest, and says, Damn T-Rexes, give 'em fish and chips and they think they're Godzilla. Why was King Kong so desperate to get off the Planet of the Apes? He doesn't want to hang around with stinking apes. How did the Grand Canyon form? King Kong dropped his last dime. Why did King Kong want to learn to write? So he could send out lunch orders. What did King Kong say when he saw a Picasso? What did King Kong say when he saw a Picasso canvas? That looks like something a human would draw. How big is King Kong? King Kong is so big that when he has a picture taken, the photographer charges him a group rate. Did King Kong give his girlfriend a present? No, he gave her a pass. There's also cartoons in here. Guess I'll put them in the video somehow. What happened when King Kong ate too much artificial sweetener? He got an artificial toothache. What happens when King Kong dances? Earthquakes. When did King Kong find himself in a soap opera? When he was singing in the shower and shampoo got in his mouth. What did the Martian say when he met King Kong? Don't take me to your barber. What song does King Kong sing when he gets drunk with his friends? The gang's all hair. Why did King Kong pick up the taxicab? Because he's weird. Why is King Kong's nightclub act dangerous? Because he breaks up the audience. How does King Kong know when it's going to rain? He watches the TV weather report. How does King Kong get lit up? He sticks his finger into an electric socket. What dance can King Kong do? The stomp. After 10 days in town, what kind of party did everyone want to give King Kong? A farewell party. Why doesn't King Kong like to sleep on the Empire State Building's 13th floor? Bad luck. How do you hold King Kong? At gunpoint. What actor did Charlton Heston say when King Kong gave him a hug at the Hollywood premiere for the 1968 movie, The Planet of the Apes? Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape. Why did King Kong get down on his knees? He had to tie his tennis sneaker. How does King Kong catch a skullcrawler? He digs a real deep hole in the ground, then puts sugar all around the edge, and when the skullcrawler comes along and stops to eat the sugar, King Kong kicks it into the hole. What is it when King Kong talks? Monkey talk. What's huge and hairy and climbs up buildings in a dress? Queen Kong. Queen Kong is a really bad movie, don't watch that. Why did King Kong jump into the Hudson River? Because he wanted to visit New Jersey. King Kong uses bed sheets for what? Handkerchiefs. When does King Kong know when he's been injured? Just after he sees his lawyer. What is King Kong afraid of turning into? A big man in movies. What does King Kong plan to do if his 350 horsepower car doesn't start? Shoot it 350 times.